Alright everyone, about to go to bed. About to take my tablets before I go to bed, and I just fancied making a quick video because I think it was about a year ago I made a video about fluoxetine and how it affects your dreams, and since then I've changed tablets to Citalopram. And what I found interesting about these tablets is they both pretty much do the same thing. I think, you know, they're both SSRI tablets, but it's just the little weird subtle effects, the differences they have. And I thought I would do another video called How Citalopram Affects Dreams, just as a kind of counterbalance to the fluoxetine one. I'm on 20 milligrams of citalopram, and I can't remember exactly what I said in my fluoxetine video, but I remember on fluoxetine I used to have really vivid but really mundane dreams, where it was just dreams of boring things, everyday things. Whereas on citalopram, if I have a vivid dream, it's always really like weird and random. And but the weirdest thing, and this is the most common thing I'm getting on citalopram, and this happens nearly every night, is that I'll be lying there in bed assuming that I'm wide awake when actually I'm asleep. And the reason I know this is because I'm snoring, and then it'll wake my wife up, and she'll like tap me and say, "Tom, like roll over." And I think I've said this on another video actually, but I thought I'd repeat it here. And like my wife will wake me up and say, "Hey Tom, you're snoring." Like she says, like roll over on your side, because if I roll over on my side, it usually stops me snoring. And in my mind, whenever that happens, I always think I'm lying there wide awake in bed. I'm not aware of like any snoring or anything. But then, like when I ask her the next morning, I'm like, "Was I really snoring?" She's like, "Yeah, you were like just lying there like fast asleep snoring." In my head, I'm just lying there like maybe with my eyes closed, but just wide awake, just thinking or listening to something in headphones, just listening to it. And I've had times where one time she recorded me snoring so I could actually hear myself, because I'm like, I always wake up, like when she wakes me up, I always act like I don't believe her as well. Like I'm always saying, "No, I'm not snoring, I'm wide awake." So she like recorded me snoring to prove it. So it's I'm asleep, but I just think I'm awake. And actually this morning, one of the weirdest things happened. Basically, it was the morning. I was laid there in bed, just woken up, and I was playing with my phone, just scrolling through my phone, looking at things. And then I sat up and took out, because I'm wearing a mouth guard to try and stop myself snoring, which isn't working. I took out my mouth guard and put it on the side of the bed, and then went back to my phone and realised my phone wasn't there because it was downstairs charging. So I actually had in real life woken up and taken out my mouth guard, but all the time leading up to that point, I was dreaming that I was lay there just looking at my phone. But it was as if I was wide awake. It's dead weird, and it happens like every single night. So I get to a point where I'm not sure if I'm awake or I'm asleep, which is kind of disconcerting. Like sometimes I think I didn't sleep at all last night. It's as if I've lay there awake, but in actual fact I've been asleep all night just thinking that I'm awake. It's really weird. But when I do go to sleep and have a dream, they're always like really weird and vivid and random. So that's a bit different to fluoxetine dreams, which were really vivid but really boring. Yeah, citalopram dreams are definitely more weird and interesting, and they seem more meaningful as well. But yeah, that consistently I get that weird thing where I'm convinced I'm awake and I'm not. I'm fast asleep. It's very odd, and I've only noticed it since I started taking citalopram. So yeah, I'm gonna take my next one. Here we go. Probably won't focus, but the worrying thing about it is they've got a symbol on it that looks like an off sign, you know, like on a power sign on like a control or something. And I've got to take Ramipril. bisoprolol every night. I'll tell you what else I've just got, which hasn't got anything to do with the Citalopram, but to do with sleeping. It's this snoring. Is it nasal dilator? Look at this. This is what I've got to try and do tonight to sleep. Someone recommended me this in a YouTube comment, and I can't remember who it was, so I apologise. But they said try these out, and this is like some cheap Chinese one off eBay. Look at this. How am I meant to sleep with this in? It feels like it's going to cut my nose to shreds. Fucking hell. Things you got to do to stop snoring. Anyway, that's my follow-up to how fluoxetine affects dreams. This is how citalopram affects dreams. And I don't know if anyone else has had any similar... Oh God, I'm taking this out. I don't know if anyone else has had any similar experiences. Let me know in the comments if you've taken this particular tablet and if you've had any of the similar dream experiences as I have. I'd be interested to know if it's just me or if other people have had the same thing. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.